Hello there and welcome to Sue's Paper Creations. This week, this Saturday, I have got for you another set of Simple Saturday cards. Last week, we created 4 beautiful cards out of 1 sheet of Whisper White cardstock. And this week, we're actually going to create a pattern piece of paper that you can put on 12 cards. So I happen to need 12 cards I'm going to be sending out to some awesome ladies. And so I thought, you know what, this is the quickest, easiest way to make 12 beautiful cards. So I'm going to share that with you today. We are going to be using the Grateful Bunch stamp set, which you can find in the annual catalog, as well as its coordinating punch. I love it when they have coordinating punches. And this one is Blossom Builder, I believe. And then I've also got the decorative label punch that I'm going to be using for the saying that we're going to be putting on the card. Okay, so we're going to get started. And before I start stamping on this piece of cardstock, I want to lay down a little bit of color. And we have some brayers, some foam brayers that are new to this. They came out for this annual catalog, and I'm absolutely loving them for adding a little bit of color across a page. So I'm going to use this is it here, foam brayer. These are foam rollers that come with a couple handles. So when you order them, you actually get 2 handles, and you get 4 of these foam rollers. Okay, you can rinse them out and use them again and again. When you're inking them up, my tip is not to just tap it against the ink pad. You want to do that full roll across the ink pad because you want to get equal coverage all the way around the roller. Okay, so I'm going to get that out of the way. I'm going to be using it a little bit more in a minute. And I'm just going to start off the page, and I want to start just laying down. Actually, I'm going to pull that. I'm going to actually hang on to this just so I can keep it off my page. And I'm going to just pull in a little bit of color randomly across this page. So with One Sheet Wonders, I don't overthink them too much. I just kind of go for it. And that's what I'm doing here, is I'm just laying down a little bit of color. Some of it's going to be darker in other areas, and that's what I want. I want it to be inconsistent. I want it to be random. So that's what I'm doing here. I think I've got enough. Yep, we're good. So that's how I'm starting out. I'm going to just lay down a little bit of coral all over the paper. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of Mint Macaroon, which is one of our 2015 to 2017 in colors. So if you're not familiar with in colors, it is a set of 5 trendy ink colors. Well, actually, they end up being the colors for inks, papers, ribbons. They're colors that Stampin' Up! Comes up with, following the trends. And the 5 colors are available for just 2 years. So each year they come out with new 5 colors, and they last for 2 years. So this year we will be retiring this Mint Macaroon, as well as the Tip Top Taupe I'm going to show you in a minute. I believe Watermelon Wonder, and there's 2 other colors in there. I can't think of them right now, but I will show them to you after. And those ones are going to be coming out of circulation. So if you're a fan of these colors, you want to grab them while you can, because as of May, well, they start clearing them out actually before that, kind of beginning of May, and they go really fast, and then after that they are gone. So anyway, that's one of them. So Mint Macaroon. Next I'm going to come in with Tip Top Taupe, which is another one from that color series that will be retiring this year. And you can see how I am just laying down the set of 3 little daisies. I love this. I love this color. I'm going to be sad to see this one go. Just going to lay this turning it around all over my piece here. Okay, I think, yep, I'm good. So that was the Tip Top Taupe. Next one I'm going to go in with is Calypso Coral, and this is the color that we very lightly sponged in the background with that brayer. So now I'm coming in with this full strength of this color, and you can see how it just bounces off the back of that background. I love it. Also, it's just a beautiful image. This is a gorgeous flower. I'm going to go over here. I think I'm going to do one here. So again, I'm not overthinking this. I am just going for it. I'm looking for an area that is lacking a little bit of pattern. Some of them overlap each other, which I do like that as well. And I think, what do you think? I think we're good. Yep. Okay. So you can see how that brightens up the paper. Now, what I like to do often with the One Sheet Wonder is one of the smaller patterns, I like to do it a nice dark bold color. So I'm going to bring in, this is Pacific Point, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous bright blue. And I'm going to bring in that for this little detailed butterfly from this set. And I'm just going to pop that butterfly. It's going to be flying in all different directions, all over the sheet. And you can see how that brilliant color, again, just bounces off the background. I love putting corals and blues and neutral colors together. Probably one of my favorite color combinations. All right, and they just work so well together. Okay. All right, we need another butterfly right there. And I think we're good. Yep, maybe one over here. Okay, at some point you just have to say, nope, we're good. I think I'm good. Okay. All right, so now that we have got our sheet done, and you can see all the beautiful colors on there, now what we're going to do is we're going to cut it up. And I'm going to bring in my cutter, and what I'm going to do is make 12 equal size pieces. Because I am one that does not like to waste anything, I am going to cut lengthwise 2 3/4 and a little tiny smidgen. So just over that, and then exactly 2 3/4 this way. So we're going to end up with 12 equal size pieces, which is what I want. There we go. And I'm going to spread all these out for you to see. There they are. Okay, let's flip them over and have a look. All right, so you can see how every sheet of paper is going to be slightly different depending on the pattern. Some of them are going to have more coral, some of them are going to have more butterflies. Okay, but they're all going to look beautiful when we start putting these cards together. So I'm going to put all the rest of them aside, and I'm going to focus on one card so you can see how I built up this card. And then it's just a matter of, afterwards, I'm going to pop together the other 11 of them. So first thing I'm going to do is I have got some pieces of cardstock that are just, these ones I do believe are crumb cake, and all I did was cut them 3 3/4 by 5. I have textured with the Brick Wall texture embossing folder. And now what I'm going to do is go in with another sponge roller, but this time in that Tip Top Taupe. And again, roll it full length of that ink pad so you get coverage all the way around. Okay, and I just want to just roll over this textured embossing folder. And what I'm doing is I'm just doing it very gently so that the color is going to collect on those raised parts of the texture, which define the little bricks. Okay, I'm going to go this way a little bit as well, like so. Okay, and I'll bring one up here nice and close so you can have a look at it, so you can see how it makes just the texture of it pop compared to before, after. So can you see that? Makes a big difference. Okay, so that is going to be the base of our card. So we're going to bring one of those in. I have got a base card of that beautiful Pacific Point because I wanted to, I'm going to just zoom in a little bit as I'm putting this together so you guys can see the detail a little bit more, but I wanted to bring out that same blue of that gorgeous little butterfly that we stamped. So I'm going to put it together. I like things to be flat when I'm assembling here, and I'm going to get out my snail, and I'm just going to add the brick wall on top, like so. Go. All right, and next I'm going to pop on our little accent piece. There it is there. Beautiful. I'll lay that down there. Can you see how those butterflies are just popping off the page now because of the blue? Now, next, I'm going to use a little bit of our natural twine. And I love this stuff, especially for any type of botanical stuff and some neutral colors. I love wrapping a bit of this around my cards. I go through a lot of it. Okay, so I'm going to cut that off there. Oh, come on, there we go. And I'm just going to tie this. And I'm hoping, I have got a few different lights on right now, and I'm hoping I'm not too shadowy for you guys. Tonight I'm actually taping this late at night while the house is nice and quiet. Otherwise my house is like a zoo and it gets pretty noisy. There we go. Trying to increase the light here for you guys. There we go. Might be a little bit better. There we go. A little bit. Okay. They're going to be shadowy. Not bad. Okay. So next I'm going to stamp my little saying, and where are you? There you are. I'm going to stamp it in the blue. Make it nice and bright. And it says, "You are totally awesome." We're going to stamp that one. Oop. And I'm going to punch it out with the decorative label punch. Okay. Now, a little trick with this punch. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually punch out another one in the Pacific Point. This time, though, I'm going to actually cut that one in half. And I'm going to get rid of these little pointy bits here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've got 2 of those pieces. I'm going to use those in a second. I am going to take this little saying, and to me it was looking a little bit plain because it had so much white space around it. And I wanted to just pop in some coral flowers. So I'm going to actually, I washed off my little triple flowers that we were using before in the taupe, and I'm going to go in with a little bit of coral, and I'm just going to stamp around those edges a little bit. There, can you see that? Got my hand in the way. I want a little bit more on this corner, a little bit over here too. Okay, so now you can see how I've got a little bit of color around those edges with the flowers. Now I'm going to layer it up with these little pieces. So again, I'm going to bring in my snail. I'm going to flip that saying over, and I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive on each end of that. I'm going to take, I like to turn it over so I can see here. I'm going to take this little piece, and I'm just going to pull it out a little bit So it's almost like a little bit of a shadow and frame on the ends. And this is just going to make it so that when you pop down your saying, it kind of pops off the page a little bit more. Okay, so there we go. Adds a little bit of color on each end of there. Okay, so you're going to notice it a little bit more when you put it on the card. Okay, now last thing I'm going to do here, last stamping anyway, is I'm going to bring those coral flowers in again. This time I'm going to stamp on coral, so tone on tone. And this is just going to make it, make sure I'm in the frame here, make sure that you can see the definition in the flowers. So I'm going to stamp those flowers on there. You can see those. Okay, and I'm going to bring in the punch. So this is the beautiful thing, one of the beautiful things about Stampin' Up! Not only do they coordinate all their ink colors with their paper colors, with their ribbons, but they coordinate their stamps with their punches. So makes it quick and easy. Can you imagine having to actually cut all those flowers out? It would take you forever. So there you have it, 3 perfectly cut out flowers. I'm going to quick assemble the rest of this card. We're going to get some pop dots. Here. Whoop. That wasn't a good sound. Okay. Now I'm just chucking things around. All right. So there is my little saying right there. Now, actually, I'm going to bring it down a little bit for this one. Now, for the first card, let me bring it back here. For the first card, I'm going to pull out the frame a little bit. You can see how I place the coral flowers kind of opposite to where the coral color is in the background. For this one, there's a lot of coral color here. So when I place these flowers, I'm going to do it slightly different. And you might find that you place them slightly different on each one that you make of these. So I'm going to pop one up here. I'm going to pop one over here. And then the baby one, let's see, I need just a little piece of my dimension. There we go. And I think I'm going to pop it in the center here. Right about there. Okay. So just to balance off the coral color. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in my pearls and I'm going to finish just with the little accents here. There's 1, 2, and 1 for this middle one there. I'm going to move it over a little bit. Stick it to my fingers. There we go. I forgot to bring my tweezers with me. There. All right, perfect. So there you have the finished card. And you've got 11 other ones of these that you can pop together. So actually I've got 2 here. I've got another 10 to put together. But beautiful piece on as an accent on your cards. And you've got all of these to go ahead and create 10 more with. So I'm going to quickly pop those together. Probably take me about another maybe 20 minutes and I will have 10 more cards and they're ready to go in the mail to some awesome ladies. Okay, so that is the One Sheet Wonder today. Again, you can use this. Check out all your different stamps. I have seen this done with some of the little tiny animal stamps like the Zoo Babies, and I'm trying to think which ones we have in the catalog right now. First Baby, there's one as well where you've got a onesie and you've got a duck and you've got booties, that sort of thing. You could make a whole pile of baby shower cards just using those stamps. We have tons and tons of different botanical ones that are in the book that you can use, as well as, you know, there's some manly ones where you can do different tools. I mean, you could use it for any occasion. So, you know, get creative and see what you come up with, okay? Another thing I'm going to show you is I went and got creative and just finished creating, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new grab bags for you guys. So if you haven't heard about the grab bags yet, these are kits of card kits that contain 4 card bases, a pile of different layers. This one's got buttons and ribbons, a little punched out piece for you to stamp on. So basically everything you need to make 4 cards, and you just have to pop it together. Use a little ink, pick your own stamp set, and finish them off. So 4 quick and easy cards you can make with every single one of these grab bags, and it is free to anyone who places an order through my online store at SuePhillip, PHILIP.stampinup.net. And you can go directly to my online store, or you can use the link through my Facebook, which is Sue's Paper Creations. And I actually just got some new business cards made up, so that is it right there. And again, my link is there, and you can just go ahead and push the stamp or the shop now button on my Facebook page, and it'll take you directly to my store as well. So celebration is still going on. We have got, I think it is 15 different items that you can have for free for a $60 item. So, you know, bump it up $10. Place a $60 item. I will send one of these for you in the mail. You will pick one of a free item through your order, through your Stampin' Up! Order as your celebration free item. So lots of free stuff you can get right now during this time of year. And again, just use that hostess code. I don't have my March one yet because I am actually in February taping this for you. But as soon as I get that March code, because it will be March by the time this is played, I will pop it up on the first page of my online store, so you can place that in the code, the hostess code, and you can, you know, earn one of these card kits from me. Okay, so hope you have a great rest of the week and rest of the weekend, and I will be back on Tuesday with another tip for you. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.